What is going on, guys? It's Orca AJ. Welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I'm going to be going through my garage of full Fast and Furious cars. Now, I know a lot of you guys love the Fast and Furious series just as much as I do, so I figured why not make a video on my full garage of the cars. Shut up, LGT. So, let's start with this Too Fast, Too Furious Lancer Evolution that Brian drives. So, I went with the Karen Sultan on this one, and I'm glad that Rockstar put the livery in sort of just like his. So the wheels don't really match up. They're not as similar as I'd like them to be, but they're close enough. So yeah, that's the Lancer from Too Fast, Too Furious. So going over here, we have the other Lancer from Tokyo Drift. So I went with the Karen Sultan yet again. And I forgot what this livery is called, but it looks close enough to the actual livery that's on the Lancer. And I went with the, I forgot what those are called too, those wheels. So yeah, that's the Lancer from Tokyo Drift. Coming over here, we have the very first car that we ever see Brian drive. It's his green and with the carbon fiber hood. It's the Mitsubishi Eclipse. Now this one didn't have a livery, so I'm really bummed out about that, but I got it as close as I could without it. So that's the Eclipse. So now we are getting into the Skylines, the ones that are loved throughout the series. So this first one is from the fourth one, the one where Letty dies, and I went with just the stock rims. I didn't go chrome or anything, and I just went with a classic blue. And the spoiler isn't as great as I want it to be, but I mean it's close enough to the actual thing. So yeah, that's the Skyline from the fourth Fast and Furious. Coming over here, we have the first Skyline that we see. What's his name? Jesse. No, it's not Jesse. But yeah, this is the first Skyline that we see in the second Fast and Furious. Coming over here, we have the one and only Paul Walker original Skyline. Now, everybody has this car. Everybody has this car in GTA, but you can't not have this car. I mean, it's such an iconic car. It's so nice. It's just it looks so good, and it's just a fun car to have and to drive. So, yeah, that's the Paul Walker Skyline from Too Fast, Too Furious. Coming up to the second level, we have the Dodge Ram from the first Fast and Furious. This is the truck that Brian drives for his company, and he gets arrested of like right here on the back of his truck. So if I hope that like buffs your memory a little bit, so you guys can remember where this truck is from, because I know a lot of you guys probably aren't thinking about this truck. So yeah, that's the truck from the first Fast and Furious. So now we come over here, and I couldn't get the Challenger because I know that's what she drives, but I did something close to it. I picked the Buffalo S to get for Letty's Challenger in the sixth Fast and Furious, or seventh Fast and Furious, sorry. And I went with a matte lime green with a matte black for the secondary. And for the rims, I just went with custom muscle rims, and I went with a low level spoiler. So yeah, that's Letty's Challenger from the seventh Fast and Furious. Now, if you guys can't recognize this car, then you guys don't know the series. So I don't even think this car needs to be introduced, but this is the Imponte Dukes that I used for Dom's legendary Charger. And this is such an iconic car, and I'm so glad that I could recreate it almost as similar as his. So This is my baby right here. I love this car so much, and it's just a fun car to drive. So, yeah, that's Dom's Charger from the first and second Fast and Furious. Wait, not the second. What am I talking about? This is just the first Fast and Furious. This is where it's iconic for. I'm sorry. Alright, guys, coming over here, we have the Pfister, I think I'm saying that right, Pfister Comet. And this is from the street race that Brian wins it at in the fifth Fast and Furious, where they're trying to beat the cameras to get into the bank. And this car kind of spoke to me a little bit because of how bright it was. I mean, it was just a clean look car, and the way that he won it was with this Charger right here. And so, or no, it wasn't with the Charger. It was with the it was with the Charger. It just wasn't that one. But yeah, this car was really nice. So yeah, that's the Pfister Comet. Now, coming over here, we have Dom's S2000, I believe. It's either a S2000 or a Mazda RX-7. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, this is the Bravado Banshee 900R, and I went with this livery right here because it looked the closest to it, and I tried to get the rims close as possible, but I couldn't really find the right rims, so I just went with these because they were more sporty and they went best with the car. And yeah, that's Dom's first car that we see him drive. Coming over here, we have the Mitsubishi Eclipse that Rome drives in Too Fast, Too Furious. Now I know it's based. This car is based off of the Dodge Viper or the whatever you want to call it, but I think the Banshee suits the Eclipse best because of the livery and because of just how it looks. So yeah, that's the Eclipse from Too Fast, Too Furious. Coming over here, we have another iconic car from the Fast and Furious franchise. We have the RX-7 from Tokyo Drift. Now, I know that this livery isn't quite the same as the other one because of the sponsors and everything, but I think this car looks absolutely amazing, and it really pops. So yeah, that's the RX-7 from Tokyo Drift. Now for our last level to this garage, I have some of the new movie cars, and if you guys haven't seen the movie, you guys definitely have to go check it out. It's probably one of my favorites. So yes, so coming over here, we have Dom's Chevy Impala, which is based off, or this car is the Blade based off of the Chevy Impala, and I just went with a classic red with a chrome stripe down the side, and I went with some sport rims right there. So this car looks absolutely amazing, and it's really fun to drive. So if you guys have the money to spend on this, I would definitely recommend doing this or getting this car. Coming over here, we have the Tempesta. So I based this car off of the Aventador that Rome drives in the new Fast and Furious. So I'm pretty sure if you guys haven't seen the movie, you've seen previews of the movie with this car in the movie. So I think this car looked as closest to the Aventador as possible. So that's why I didn't go with the Infernus like a lot of other people did. So yeah, that's the Lambo that Rome drives. So here we have the Drift Tampa, and this car is based off of the legendary Ice Charger. Now, if you guys haven't seen the movie, you guys have also seen this car in the preview. So this is the car that Dom drives at the end of the movie in the ice cap. So I couldn't really, this car, or Dom's Ice Charger didn't really have a replica in the game, so I went with what was closest to it and what was based off of it because of the wide body. So yeah, this was the car that I chose that was closest to it. So over here we have Letty's Corvette Stingray, and I based this one off of the Coquette Classic, I think it was called, or whatever. But yeah, this is just a simple build. I mean, classic red with classic black on the rims. And getting the rims was really hard because it was hard to pick because there were so many alike. So a lot of rims would work for this build, but if it just depends on personal taste. So yeah, that's Letty's Stingray. Over here we have the Honda Civic, I think it was. I think it was a Honda Civic. It was a Honda, I know that for sure, but I'm not sure if it was a Civic. But I based it off of the Karen Sultan, and this is the car, I'm pretty sure if you guys see the underglow, this is the car that they steal the, or tried to steal the 18-wheeler with. So yeah, that was just a simple build, just classic black and classic rims, chrome rims, with the lime green underglow. And yeah, that's a simple build. So coming to our last two, we have two of Dom's cars. First one, we have the Phoenix, and this is based off of, I can't remember the car name, but if you guys recognize this wing, you guys definitely know which car I'm talking about. But it's where he raced Letty for the first time and trying to buff her memory a little bit. So this car was really cool too. I really like the look of this car. It's really sleek, and yeah. The last one over here, we have the what's this car called? The Willard Faction Custom, and this is based off of Dom's Buick. I think it was a Buick, but this was the car that in the fourth Fast and Furious, the first one that we saw him drift under the oil rig. So yeah, this was a very cool car to me. I really liked the look of it. It was just all black. It was all simple. So yeah, it was really cool. I'm glad I had it. Now here we have a bonus car. This is the Mercedes from the new Fast and Furious. I forget who drove it, but this was from the new Fast and Furious. So I went with the Serrano on this one. It looks closest to the Mercedes. So yeah, that's why I went with it. So thank you guys for tuning into this new video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this for news, tips, and tricks coming later to my channel. So my name is Zorik, and I'm out. Peace.